Experiment. Explore. Enjoy.
Okay, so we're here with Simon
Hi.
at the Flowfal stand.
Hi.
Hi, Simon.
So this is an application that takes movement data from your phone, and as you move, sends that data over Wi-Fi to a Ableton set, where we've got a set of Max for Live plugins. Let me get that up on the screen, so I'll show you as I move this. It's triggering this sound here. And as I change the orientation of the phone, you can see the roll and the pitch is changing the orientation of these sliders here. And those are then mapped to the VST that's producing that particular sound.
Great. And what kind of data are you taking off the phone there?
So all of the acceleration, rotation, and the positional data of the phone is all going over here. So you can use that in any of these plugins and map that to wherever you like inside Ableton in a way you would in any kind of Max for Live plugin.
Excellent.
Now, of course, you can run, as well as running on phones, it also runs on watches. So this is a different sound. So I'm now triggering this one here. So this is running on an Android watch, and we'll have Apple Watch coming shortly. So once you're in for actual real performances, really you want to have it on your wrist, because then you can forget about it and just move around. But you can do things more rhythmically as well if you want. So this is a breakbeat that's running here in the background. So just any small movement of this phone is going to trigger that. Then you can make your own breakbeat.
So that's triggering the kick drum?
So it's triggering that whole of that break. So this break is running in the background all the time, and every time I move, it's just gating it. Right. So the break's always in time, but depending on how I do it, I can basically make an entirely new break.
Yeah, it's really expressive.
Yeah, so the latency is about 5 milliseconds once you've got it set up right, so it's super, super fast. And then, as well as all that, if you want, you can control external equipment. So I've got just a little Korg Volca here. So I'm sending MIDI out to that, and it's sending two different control signals, which are mapped to the roll and to the pitch of the phone in this case. So it's very easy to control any kind of external equipment as well.
Yeah, and even then it seems quite responsive going from phone to computer.
Again, the latency will be imperceptible basically.
And what sort of support do you have for different phones?
So this runs on iPhones and Android phones, and it runs on Android watches, and it'll run on Apple Watches very shortly. So out of the box, you don't need any extra hardware. You can just use your existing phone and it will work.
Amazing.
And then all you need to do is download our plugins in Max for Live and just put them into your Ableton set and it'll work.
Great. And is this the first product you've done? What's a bit of history?
The history of this is actually we've been running this on and off for sort of maybe 10 years. So it started off as a sort of research project for the dance people, and it's sort of merged into this thing now. But a lot of the work was to get it to that sort of production quality where you're happy, it's stable enough to use on stage.
Absolutely. And is there options for collaborative things, like if your phone and my phone, could we collaborate together?
That's something, well, what we often see is when we run this is, so I'll show you this thing here, which is sort of, so this is a little thing I've built, which is using a very old smartwatch, and I've just 3D printed this case. And so what I do is I give these out into the audience, and the audience can then do things, control things, and we've done installations. And what happens often is people come along, they play around for a bit, and then within a couple of minutes, they're making their own little dance performance by using these kind of sounds.
And I suppose you could have that on any part of your body.
That's
you could put it on
right.
your
We've
legs,
had
on
we've
your
had people
head.
strapped to their heads. The dancers love to put stuff on their ankles. So it's all, yeah, so you can put it anywhere really, yeah.
Fantastic. And so is this available now? Is the app available now?
All available now. There's a 30-day free trial if you want to download it and just try it out, see if it works
Cool.
for your system. So yes, all ready to go.
And do you need a Max for Live license?
So
to
you
use
need a
it?
Max for Live. So you need either Ableton Suite, so anything from Ableton 10 onwards, you either need Ableton Suite or the Max for Live upgrade that was available in the earlier versions of Ableton.
Excellent.
But that's all you need that's special.
Great. Well, it sounds fantastic. Thank you very much for showing us.
Thank you very
Harry.
much. Thanks.